Today for True Crime Tuesday with crafts and other unsolved and solved mysteries, we're going to talk about one that I have always felt like it was a bad thing, but also what the parents did was amazing. And if you're thinking, ooh, Amber Hagerman, she is who the Amber Alerts are named after. And I wanted to give a thank you to her family who decided with their daughter's death you didn't want her to live in vain, and you have helped out so many people with your alert and have touched so many lives you probably don't even realize. And this alert still happens to help in 2021. And we will get to what happened to Amber, what the alert system does, and so much more. And I'm trying not to cry right now because I always wanted to give the mom a hug and say thank you and I'm so sorry. And I hope we can eventually one day solve your daughter's case. Okay, how we got it and a story behind it. So sad. The unsolved disappearance. Amber Hagerman was a typical 9-year-old girl living in Texas. She was in the Girl Scouts. Hey, we had something in common. That's what I love to do. I was in the Girl Scouts as well. She and her 5-year-old brother, Ricky, loved riding their bikes. Then the unthinkable happened. On one horrible afternoon, Amber disappeared. So her and her brother go off a little further than normal, and they're like, we'll get in trouble, but they also wanted to have some fun. And the brother didn't want to go with them. He's like, I don't want to get in trouble, so he went back without her. And he blames himself, probably from what I heard. It's either he blamed himself for it, saying I should have stayed with her. And the mom's like, don't blame yourself. You didn't know that was going to happen. You've rode your bikes around here so many times and nothing happened. And it just the brother felt so bad, and I felt so bad for the brother. Amber disappeared. On January 13th, 1996, Amber rode her bike into the parking lot of an abandoned grocery store. A man in a black truck in a black truck forcefully took Amber off her bike and stuffed her into the cab of the truck. Probably the trunk of the truck. Probably. I'm not really sure. It says cab of the truck. I'm not sure why. She screamed once and was kicking at her abductor, said only witness to Amber's abduction, Jimmy Kevin. He called the police shortly after seeing Amber's abduction. It was to no avail. Despite more than 50 police officers, federal agents looking for Amber, they didn't find the youngster alive. 5 days later, a passerby found Amber's body in a ravine. Shallow Creek, approximately 4 miles from the abandoned parking lot. I think my autocorrect keeps changing things. Her throat was cut. Authorities believed a thunderstorm swept Amber's body into the creek because the apartment maintenance workers in the area didn't see anything the day out of the ordinary on that day before the storm. Amber's parents, Donna White and Richard Hagerman, were in disbelief when the police officers told them of the terrible news. Now, from my understanding of the documentary they had about Amber and her family, which was about her needing extra help and how, I forget if it was Social Security or a program. She was divorced and she was a single mom, and she decided to get help and get go back to school and to do things that would help the kids and her future. And so, yes, they're divorced. but they stuck together from my understanding after this happened. When the officers told them of the horrible news, they also held out hope that their precious angel was alive and would come back home. Amber's father even told reporters that she was still alive and would come back to them, that she is still alive after the police captain left the house. The case had two opposite outcomes that were both tragic and hopeful. Donna Williams went to her daughter's school in Texas for a dedication of a new playground in Amber's name and to counsel her classroom. Mrs. Walter's classes had an Amber museum. Her class had decorated with pink hearts and ribbons and a large frame class photo of Amber. She left on her pink bike at 3:10 Saturday afternoon, was abducted at 3:18. So on January 13th, 2021 marks 25 years. So we've had Amber Alerts for 25 years now. The Amber Alerts which so far have directly led to safety recovery of 1,029 abducted children, but also to assure Amber's family and the police they haven't stopped looking for Amber's killer. They asked for help in this case. Police are hoping advancement in technology will help solve the case. DNA, Amber was kicking and screaming. Very smart of her. That was my thing. Like, they say when you're getting abducted, kick, scream, alert someone. Like, get attention. And let people know, like, hey, I don't, like, scream, stranger, I don't know you, fire, scream something that can help. And that was very smart of that little girl, to know to kick and scream and yell, and I don't know if she got some stuff under her fingernails, but it sounded like she tried to fight back. They said it was an abandoned white Dixie store. The man was either white or Hispanic. They waited until her brother left. They say, yell help, I have been abducted. I don't know this person. Tell kids to run if they can. Pound on a car to set off car alarms to go off. To go under a parked car if possible. Stick in numbers. Walk out with someone if you have siblings. Stay with each other. The Amber Alert system began in 1996 when Dallas-Fort Worth broadcaster teamed with local police to develop an early warning system to help find abducted children. AMBER stands for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response and was created as a legacy to 9-year-old Amber Hagerman, who was kidnapped while riding her bike in Texas and then brutally murdered. Other states and communities soon set up their own Amber plans as an idea was adopted across the nation. I want to say thank you to her mom, taking something so bad and turning it into helping for other kids. It is said that Amber Alerts results in nearly 7 in every 10 Amber Alerts across a case, and children are successfully united with their parents. And in just over 70% of the cases, the recovery is a direct result of the Amber Alerts. It started in 1996. This is so sad, but I love that they took this and made these alerts because of what happened. Tuesday, but at the same time, you have saved kids. I feel sad, like I want to hug them and say thank you. We're going to talk about one that... I also want to say that I will be talking about polyclass, about like the Amber Alert. It was a bad thing, but also what the parents did was amazing. I was going to do a movie if you're thinking, but I don't know. Oh, Amber. There was an Amber Alert movie. Now, there's two Amber movies who the Amber Alerts are named. The one solely based on the original Amber. I want to give a thank you to her family who decided Hagerman case with the daughter's death. You didn't want her to live in vain. And you have helped
and the 2012
so
movie
many people
is
with your alert,
half based on the truth
and
half
have
not
taught
based
so
on
many
the truth.
lies you probably don't even
And
realize. And
I think I'll
this
review
alert
it for
still
Monday
happens to help in 2021.
next week.
And we will
But
get to
I wanted to
what
say
happened to Amber.
that
I will
alert
talk about
system
Polly
does,
Class
and
because she goes
so
along
much
with the
more.
Amber Alert.
I'm
I'll
trying
talk
not to
about
cry right now because
I
Adam
always
Welch.
wanted to give the mom a hug and say thank you, and I'm so sorry. And I hope we can eventually one day solve your daughter's case. Okay, how we got it and a story behind it. So sad. The unsolved disappearance. Amber Hagerman was a typical 9-year-old girl living in Texas. She was in the Girl Scouts. Hey, we have something in common. That's what I love to do. I was in the Girl Scouts as well. She and her 5-year-old brother, Ricky, loved riding their bikes. Then the unthinkable happened. On one horrible afternoon, Amber disappeared. So her and her brother go off a little further than normal, and they're like, we'll get in trouble, but they also wanted to like have some fun. And the brother didn't want to go with them. He's like, I don't want to get in trouble, so he went back without her. And he blames himself, probably from what I heard. It's either he blamed himself for it, saying I should have stayed with her. And the mom's like, don't blame yourself. You didn't know that was going to happen. You've